Welcome to NextGenBillionaire, where we build, grow, and dominate. That is our slogan. If you're serious about breaking out of the matrix and creating real success, you're in the right place. We're kicking off a new series based on one of the most legendary success books ever written, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And over the next few episodes, I'll break down each of the 13 principles that have helped thousands of entrepreneurs, business leaders, and investors turn their ideas into wealth. Today, we start with the most crucial step, desire. And this isn't about wishful thinking. It's about a burning, all-consuming obsession that drives action. So let's get into it. If you take nothing else from Think and Grow Rich, remember this. It's a weak desire equals weak results. And a burning desire brings unstoppable success. I mean, it makes pretty good sense. But Napoleon Hill, he studied the most successful people of his time. People like Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison. And he found they all had one thing in common: an unshakable desire. They didn't kind of want success. They needed it like it was air. They needed it to breathe. But, how do you go from wanting success to having a burning desire for it? Well, in the book, Napoleon gives 6 very actionable steps. So let's go over those now. Number 1, fixing your mind the exact amount of money you desire. Don't say a lot of money, be very specific. 2, determine what you will give in return. Nothing's free. So what skill, service, product will you offer? Number 3, set a definite date to achieve it. No deadline means no urgency. Number 4, create a definite plan and start immediately. Don't sit around waiting for the perfect time. Don't get into analysis paralysis, trying to analyze every little single thing. We don't want to do that. Start a plan or write a plan and start immediately. Whether the smallest actions can create a ripple effect. Okay, so 5, you want to write a clear statement of your goal. Include the amount that you fixed in your mind, the deadline that you've set, and your plan to achieve it. And number 6, probably the most important, you're going to read this statement aloud twice daily. Once in the morning and once before bed, until it is embedded in your subconscious, till it is memorized and you can say it without reading it. For those of you that are on in here, let's pause for a minute. Have any of you all set up a specific financial goal? Have you made that? Have you finished the first step already? Has anybody set a financial goal already? Anybody in chat? Not seeing anything from chat. Well, okay, that's fine. I'll go over, these 6 steps. I've done them multiple times. But let's see here. I'll pull mine up now. I keep mine on my phone. You can do it in your notes. I also have an action planner, which we'll get into a little bit later. Action planner. Anyways, number 1. So back to the 6 steps. Number 1, fixing your mind the exact amount of money you desire. So my number 1 is I want $3 million in the bank, making $200,000 a month. Number 2, determine what I'll give in return for it. With massive goals comes massive effort. I will give my time and attention in every reasonable amount. Number 3, I want to achieve this by August 25th, 2025. Now, I know that can sound very unreasonable, and very soon, it's 6 months away. But I also like another book by Grant Cardone called 10X. So you take the goal that you want and you 10X it. That way, you know, massive action, massive goals. So, and then I have my, okay, so how will I achieve this? I will leverage social media monetization, excuse me, that being TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitter. And I'll also drive traffic to my merch and courses. I will also utilize any brand deals that align with NGB, which is Next Gen Billionaire brand. So my number 5, write a clear statement of your goal. This is my clear statement. By August 25th, 2025, I will have $3 million in the bank and be making $200,000 per month. I will obtain this goal by leveraging social media monetization and driving traffic to my merch and courses. Giving every reasonable amount of my time and attention, I will achieve this goal. Then I have it signed, Christian Summers, Next Gen Billionaire, 02/2025. Then number 6, you read it daily. So I read it. That's my 3rd time reading it today. But let's move on. So you have the 6 steps to manifest wealth. So what's next? You know, I mean, successful people are obsessed, right? So if you think Elon Musk, you know, he didn't kind of want to build Tesla. He was willing to sleep in the factory. He didn't want to build another car. He wanted to change the car industry. Michael Jordan didn't want to be great. Didn't kind of want to be great, excuse me. He lived in the gym. Every minute he had, he was putting towards this ultimate goal of his of being the greatest of all time, which a lot of people think that he successfully achieved. But Hill makes it very clear in the book. You know, you have to be willing to burn the bridges behind you. If you give yourself an escape plan, your mind won't fully commit. So no plan B. You've got to commit fully. And if you're not going to, if you can't do that, just quit now. So, sorry to be blunt, but if you're not going to commit, just honestly, just quit. So why, you know, all this being said, why do people fail? What people can have this burning desire and still fail? So why most people fail to develop a burning desire that is an obsession? You know, most people don't fail because they're not smart or capable. They fail because they make these common mistakes. Right? So not having a clear vision. If you don't know exactly what you want, you won't stay motivated. Number 2, letting doubt creep in. If you're consistently questioning yourself, your desire weakens. Okay? And number 3, relying on motivation instead of discipline. Motivation fades. It fades so fast. Desire has to be backed by daily habits. You know, and that's something I really struggled with is I would get really motivated and I would do really well for 2 or 3 days and then I'd start to fall off. But now I've set up daily habits. Every day I'm doing this. Every day I'm doing this. Also, my action planner that is on my Printify store, if you check the link in my bio, it helps you build a 1-month goal, a 2-month goal, and a 3-month goal, and it keeps you accountable every day for what you're doing. It's a really, nobody's going to keep you more accountable than yourself. The action planner really helps with that. So, you know, identify what is really hindering you. What's stopping you from really developing this burning desire? So, that being said, your homework, if you want to call it that, but strengthening your desire. So number 1, I want you to write down your exact financial goal. Okay? The more specific, the better. Number 2, list what you're going to give in exchange for it. No freebies. You know, everything has a cost. Number 3, set a deadline and make a plan. Even if it's small, you need to start now. You need to start today. Every day, you need to be hustling, trying to reach that goal. Number 4, you're going to read your goal statement out loud every morning and night. This is really the most important. You don't want to skip this. Read it every morning and every evening. And number 5, finally, eliminate one thing that's weakening your desire. Whether it's doubt, distractions, comfort zones, whatever it is, you need to cut it off. Okay? So just going to run through them real quick one more time. Write down your exact financial goal. Number 2, list what you're going to give in exchange. Number 3, set a deadline and make a plan. Number 4, read your goal statement twice daily. Number 5, eliminate at least one thing that weakens your desire. Do that today. So take an audit of your life and what is really holding you back, whether it's self-doubt, whether you're too distracted, whether you're too comfortable where you're at and you're scared to step outside your comfort zone, whatever it is, we need to work on eliminating at least one thing a day. At least start the process of eliminating. So finally, just a little sneak peek of next week's episode. There'll actually be 3 episodes next week, but next week's episode is based on the second principle, faith. It's the second step to riches. A burning desire is the foundation, but it's not enough by itself. You also need an unshakable belief in yourself. So next week we'll break down the second principle, faith. This is where we move beyond wanting success to believing we can achieve it. So that's what we got in store for next week. Anyone that's still in here, if you've got any value out of this, make sure to follow me here on TikTok, but also over on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all those things. But also, again, I mentioned that action planner. I have that for sale in my Printify shop. It helps you set a 1-month goal, a 2-month goal, and a 3-month goal. So it's a 3-month action planner. And then after you set those 3 goals, there are templates in there to keep you accountable every single day so that you're working every single day trying to achieve your goals. That's the biggest thing in any entrepreneurship is getting started. But once you get started, you have to keep going. And if you make it a daily habit to track your progress, you're going to excel. But if you're not interested in the action planner, just take a look at the shop. We've got a hoodie, a t-shirt. We got a few things in there. Take a look. And just remember, you're not buying just a little piece of merch. It's a reminder to yourself that every day you are going to work towards your goal. One day you will be a next-gen billionaire. And it starts today. It starts with reminders. So guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you got something from this. If you missed anything, again, it'll be available on Spotify and YouTube. This whole episode will be available in about an hour. So again, guys, thanks very much. And we will see you next time.